So remember that for your event sponsorships, everything is up for grabs. Really be creative. You can have a ticket-backed sponsor. If you distribute tickets for rides or for food or anything like that, or even to get into your event, try to partner with somebody that might be interested in offering a coupon on the back of your ticket where people can later redeem those back at their restaurant or at their retail establishment to get some kind of discount. It's a really great way to bring in additional funds and for a sponsor to really gain exposure. Look into hosting a VIP event the night before your fundraiser. Reach out to upscale restaurants that might want to really be a part of bringing in an affluent audience with perhaps representatives from the local media that are coming in for kind of a sneak preview of the upcoming event. Look for food and beverage sponsors. Even if you can find people that can offer you discounted prices on the things you're selling, the food and beverage you'll be offering to your attendees. If you can get this at cost, your profit margin increase. The same thing with vendor sponsorships. You could look out to a tent company if you have a big outdoor festival. Find out if they're interested in gaining exposure within the community. Perhaps they offer tent rentals for personal events, for weddings, and for other things like that. Maybe gaining some awareness within the community is very beneficial for you, and they'd be willing to donate some of their tents for your event, which would really help you save money. And all of these things at the end of the day really impact your bottom line. Trade sponsors are also very important. I used to work for a company that produced Renaissance festivals throughout the Midwest. One of our biggest ways of promoting the event was through trade. Instead of purchasing advertising, we would trade tickets to various radio stations and newspapers, and rather than having to pay to promote our event, these venues would do ticket giveaways. Radio stations would do announcements of call in now to win your free pair of tickets for the upcoming Renaissance Festival this weekend. It was a really great win-win situation. The radio station had something beneficial to offer to its readers, and we were able to receive promotion for our upcoming event. And keep in mind that just talking about media does love to sponsor events. They want to engage with the community, giving them a booth on site. Possibly a radio station might be interested in doing a live remote where they can actually reach out to their listeners from on site at your event, allowing newspapers to distribute their copies on site at the event. These are all really great ways for them to start building a relationship with the community. And just remember to be creative. Like I said, everything is up for grabs. If you are a company that really supports environmental conservation, bring on a recycling bin sponsor. Have these distributed throughout the event and tag the containers with the logo of a like-minded brand that really wants to show that it's supporting environmental conservation and recycling and really doing their part to help educate the community about that. Similarly, entertainment. You can have a stage sponsor. You can have parking sponsors. If this is a VIP gala event, perhaps you want to bring a limo company on board that might be able to offer rides to your VIP guests. If you're hosting a walkathon event, try something fun and new. Bring on a furniture store to be a pit stop sponsor, and they can display some of their recliners or chairs or different areas to relax, maybe even set up a little lounge area for people to hang out and rest after the race. And for a company looking for a branding opportunity, maybe a logo on each one of the participant tags would be something that would be beneficial to you or to that company. So really just be creative, brainstorm with your potential prospects and find out what is most important to them and then create an opportunity for them. So we're almost done here. We've just got a couple slides left, and this is a very important concept here, is to really foster long-term relationships with your sponsor. Why start over every year pitching new companies? This is really a partnership between you, your event, and the sponsors you're bringing on. It's not a sales pitch. You're really trying to build this long-term relationship. Ask what is important and build programs that will benefit them, that will benefit these different companies. What are they trying to accomplish? What are their goals? And make sure that you're contributing to that. And pay attention to details. Over-deliver. When you're listing all of the benefits and obligations that companies will receive, don't forget to fulfill them. If they are required sponsor approvals before ads go to print, make sure that you get them, that they see everything that their logo is supposed to be on before it is printed. This is very important for companies. And acknowledge sponsors whenever possible. Have bands and entertainers make sure to thank sponsors right before they take their break, and have a little thank you note printed on flyers that you're handing out to event attendees. And then of course be sure to actually send a thank you at the end of the event, a handwritten note to each one of the sponsors that are on board. And don't forget to get feedback. Find out what they liked, what you can do different in the future. There's no way that you can't improve on things that they felt were not satisfactory this round. And be sure to offer a first right of refusal. If a company comes on board as a sponsor, this might be something they want to do all the time. The last thing they want to see is that the next year you go directly to one of their competitors before even reaching out to them. This is really important because they might want to be building a long-term relationship with the community at your event. So be sure to offer them a first right of refusal before you decide to pitch another prospect. So in summary, what you're going to want to do to get sponsors to come on board to support your event is list out all the benefits that your event has to offer. Identify prospects that would not only benefit from the things your event offers, but are like-minded brands and really will make an impact, be able to engage with your target audience. And be sure to, brainstorm all of your networks and connections when you're looking at what prospects you might be able to have some leverage with. Be sure to determine whether you want to do sponsor levels, an easier way to bring on multiple companies by setting up tiered sponsorships, or creating the unique customized packages to really target individual companies and build an offering that will be unique for each sponsor you bring on board. And over-deliver. Just be sure that you deliver everything you promise and go above and beyond that. Make your sponsors happy. Make them want to come back on board year after year. And be sure to thank them. And lastly, create sponsor recap reports. That's also important for fostering long-term relationships. You really want to make sure that you explain to them that where you came within your goals, how many people were at the event. All of these different things will help you really support what you promised to them up front. Include tear-outs of ads where their logo was included. Include any examples of press releases that were distributed